to another edition of the Morning Edge. Happy Tuesday, DeadPresPicks, joined by SlopRules. We have two bets for you all today. But first, John, we've talked a little bit about my Eagles going down last night, about some of our bets. How did the game go for you overall?
It went well. I did lose the Dotson bet, but McLaurin went off. I mean, he hit every rung on his ladder. And then Javon Carter in the NBA, he had 6 assists. People helping people. That was like plus 178, just like that.
Wow.
So, it was a good night overall, but I will say it was a very bad night for your Eagles because I don't think – well, there's two – well, one reason why it was bad was because they can't make the list of teams that can win the Super Bowl right now.
Okay.
So there's that. Okay. But it was good because that has to be like a lot of pressure to be undefeated in the NFL. Like I've never experienced that, but I'm sure like it is kind of like a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So there's like that was a smart loss on their part.
I think it's a high quality loss. Get it out of the way, move on.
It's just the whole making the list thing. I wanted to put them on, and now I had to like delay the release of the list because I had to, kind of do some mental simulations now because that changed everything. I didn't see that coming.
Of course.
So.
Yeah, it was bittersweet for me because my biggest bet of the night was Commanders. They were getting 11 points. Like, that was a lot. Eagles hadn't played in almost.
It's a lot of points.
Yeah, so I figured they might come out a little rusty. Jalen Hurts, though, he didn't go over for his – I might be done with his rushing props. I think he just stopped kind of running the ball. They threw like 100 times in the first half. They also didn't have the ball.
Yeah, they threw the ball a lot early.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, man, they just want to throw it down the field.
I think Washington ran the most plays the entire season and a half in the first half. I mean, so
yeah,
Eagles couldn't really get the ball, but nonetheless, games behind them. Yeah, move on. Nobody cares if you're undefeated. It matters just what you do in the playoffs. So,
well, I mean, the Dolphins did.
The Dolphins. Oh yeah, well, those guys care, but outside.
That was a long time. I don't think like football wasn't even football back then. Like when they did that. You know what I'm saying? The Dolphins to me doesn't count. I wasn't even born. I didn't see that. I don't know.
You're just kind of saying, like, do I really know if it happened or not? Like, I wasn't here to win. So.
Yeah, like people are saying it did, but like I don't know. Like, was it even football? Like they didn't even play 16 games. Now they play 17.
Exactly. So
I don't know. A lot's changed. We need like modern records.
Definitely skewed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we really count it, but Eagles will not be going undefeated this year. So we all know that. But other than that. Pretty good night on the NFL slate. Nice looking slate tonight, John. We get some action back.
Mm-hmm.
Now we actually have some good college basketball games. Duke, Kansas tonight, and then Kentucky, Michigan State. So it's not just these random games. They're starting to kind of get good. Obviously, we got NBA, NHL.
Can I confess?
Great time to be.
I don't know that I'm ready for college basketball yet. Like I'm still like kind of working into NBA. Like I'm gonna try to watch it tonight.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to be watching MAC, but like sometimes you got to switch over. Plus, the MAC game starts so early; they start like 7:00. So, you know what I mean. Sometimes your bet's already done, and now it's 9. Like, are you going to bed? No, you're probably watching St. Louis and Memphis.
Exactly. Well,
so like maybe I'll give it a shot tonight. But the NBA is on. I'm still kind of work myself into that. I'm out of game shape, man. Like I just am. So I gotta get myself back together. I think because usually I'm ready for college basketball when it starts.
It snuck up this year. I'll say that.
Yeah. Like I'm usually like November, like Thanksgiving, like I can like turn on a college basketball game. That's not a big deal for me. I can do that easily.
Yeah, usually it's getting better. Like once conference play hits, it's great. Early.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying I'm usually ready before that. Like I'm watching these like tournaments that no one cares about, no one's talking about. I'm watching those. It's like and being like thoroughly entertained. But I'm just not there yet. I don't know what happened to me.
I don't know if you watched. Well, you were probably sleeping. The game didn't start till midnight last night. Hawaii and Yale. It was.
See, when I was younger, those were the ones. You know what I mean? Like because you're coming down off of Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's get some more action.
Right. It never ends. But Yale ended up winning, and it went to overtime too. So the game probably ended at like.
Were they favorites?
I fell asleep. I had Yale +4, so I ended up waking up to some money. So it was nice.
Ooh, I love that too.
Yeah, always good to do that. All right, but we have 2 bets for you all tonight. John's looking at one in the NBA. I'm going to be going to college basketball for tonight. John, you want to kick us off with what you're looking at?
Yeah, see, I wanted to go Maction with Ohio But then I looked at the NBA slate for 2 seconds, and I found probably the greatest play of all time. It's Sabonis from the Kings, 20-plus points, plus 120.
He's hot right now.
Like, what? Who would – like, I don't even understand. Like, so you're making lines, and you're going to give out plus money on a guy who's done this in 5 out of 6 games now. And the one time he didn't, you know how many points he scored? Ask me how many points he scored.
Can I guess? 19?
Yeah, he scored 19 points.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much done this in 6 straight games. He's getting a ton of shots, and he's playing the Nets, who just gave up 37 points to Anthony Davis.
Yeah, they have no center.
Yeah, literally last game they gave up 37. Like, the guy almost doubled this. And I mean, I know it's Anthony Davis, but he's not Anthony Davis anymore.
No.
So, he's just pretty good. He's basically Sabonis. And then the game before that, they gave up 16 to Zubac.
That's
from the Clippers. That's crazy. Yeah. That's 4 games for him.
That's 50 for Sabonis.
Yeah, that's a 50 burger for Sabonis. So I don't know. And then there was a couple other games before that it skews their points first position a little bit. I think they played one game where the center played 3 minutes. I think it was against the Mavericks. So that doesn't count. And it was McGee. So
JaVale McGee.
Yeah. Does that even count as a game? Yeah. But it does count as a game in these stats. So I don't know. I think this is probably the greatest play of all time. I'm serious. I don't know that I've ever seen a better play in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds very, very enticing.
Extremely promising.
Are they giving out alt lines? Could you get them 30 plus? Or?
Yeah, you can. Here's the thing, though. With a guy like Sabonis, you're just going to kind of just grab your money and run. But if you wanted 25, they'll give him plus 380. They won't even go with a 30 burger on him because they know. So the highest you can go on this is plus 380.
Okay, I might sprinkle that also. Just get
the juices flowing. Yeah, once he dumps 20 in the first half, now what?
Well, that's the thing.
You know what I mean? It's kind of at that nighttime hour where it's do I go to bed right now? Because I think this is a late game. I think it's in Sacramento.
Yes.
So, do you just go to bed or do you finish out or, maybe watch 5 more points? I don't know. That's a smart move on your part, I think. I think you're going to prolong the night a little bit like that.
That's why I'm thinking stretch.
I think this guy's going to – he's going to come up. Yeah, yep. You can stay up later.
You're a little bit older. You do 20.
I got to get to bed, man. I'm tired.
I like it.
Old people get tired.
I'm going to get to college basketball for tonight. Looking at a pretty good mid-major matchup here between Memphis and St. Louis. So these are two teams that, should be March Madness. They have March Madness ability. I'll say that because Memphis kind of has it every year. They kind of just somehow end up winning 6 games. But I'm going to back St. Louis here on the money line tonight, minus 140 over on DraftKings. Really high on this St. Louis team because of the experience that they bring back. They won 23 games a season ago. Gibson Jimerson. That's a tough name to say fast, John Smith.
Ooh, that's a sweet name, though, man.
Sweet name. Gibson Jimerson, definitely top 10 name probably in college basketball.
Yep.
Also one of the better scorers in the nation. Lights out shooter. He's a guy he's just a sophomore, but really good year last year. Should be their leading scorer this year. Javonte Perkins they bring back. He's a senior on this roster. You still have Yuri Collins. He's the
kid I like.
Who, Collins?
The Collins kid, yeah.
Big assist.
He's a big dime guy, yeah. Yep. You got to have a dime guy.
Exactly. You always have to have a dime guy. They bring back Okoro, who's a senior. He was effective. And then I thought a really good pickup that they got in the portal was Javon Pickett. So I thought he was a big pickup for them from Missouri. 5th-year senior, a lot of experience. So the one thing about these kind of teams, like the mid-majors that have 5th-year seniors running up and down their roster, at least early in the year, I like to back them. You bring experience.
That's a 23-year-old guy out there playing against teenagers.
He's going home. He's got a full family.
Yeah, exactly. He has to get home and get up and get the kids ready for school.
Exactly. So he wants to be
responsible guy. I like it.
Exactly. A lot of maturity out of him. So I actually like this Memphis team a lot too. I backed them against Vandy on the road, and they looked really impressive in that game. But
final score wasn't great though.
It got a little tight.
Should they be in a game with these guys?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think they're really top heavy. So I think they have 2 really good scorers, and then it kind of falls off. We know about DeAndre Williams because he's been there for a while. They also picked up Kendrick Davis in the transfer portal from Southern Methodist. He was a really good scorer there. But I think if you can limit those two guys and make other guys beat you tonight, they'll be in a good spot. So I like St. Louis here. I think this is a really good early season spot for them to get it done. He could take them on the spread too, -2.5. I'm being a little safe tonight.
You want to know my thought?
Yeah,
I think you could take him. I think you could take him -2.5.
You think the 2.5?
I was looking at this already. It's like maybe I jump into college basketball tonight with this game.
Just this pick, yeah.
And I was like, I shouldn't. That was the one I was looking at. I was like, man, I think St. Louis, like they stomped.
Yeah,
like they stomped the last two teams they played. I mean, they weren't Memphis, but I mean, like you're supposed to beat up on teams you're supposed to beat up on. You know what I mean? Like
that's pretty much it.
And that's how it works. And like they look good.
Yeah. So I think St. Louis is in a good spot tonight. Got some other real good games. Kansas, obviously, and Duke is going to be the early game of the year. I don't know if you've looked at that game, John, but before we wrap it up, you have any thoughts on the Kansas Duke game?
Absolutely zero thoughts on that game.
That's good. I mean,
those are always tough. I see like the single-digit ranking next to each team, and if I haven't paid too much attention, like let's say I've been watching like basketball bets, like +178, money lines cash, like left and right, then I haven't seen the college too much. But I don't know. I have no idea on that. Tell me what you think.
I'm gonna go Kansas. Just that being priced at +100. I think they bring in a little more experience in the game. They have more guys coming back from that championship team. Duke's really good, but they're really young, so maybe it's
these are the games where they get beat up bad. Like when you look back,
freshmen out there, inexperienced. So I'm
no Coach K.
Exactly, no Coach K. Coach K can't save them anymore. He can't get calls, So give me Kansas tonight to get the win. But that's going to be it for us, guys. We have two bets that are both going to win. We don't want to.
No chance mine loses. I don't think yours loses either. No way. No, because if they're going to cover 3, then they have to win. So, yeah, you're right.
Pretty much. Yeah. So, just a reminder, St. Louis money line for me. John's going with Sabonis 20+. I'm taking Sabonis 25+, just because I want to juice it up a little bit. That'll be it for today, guys. We will see you back here same time on Thursday morning. Have a great day.